My beloved child. The moment you opened this message, a shift quietly began behind the scenes. Something that was hidden, delayed, and carefully protected is now moving toward the light. There is a reason your heart felt a sudden pull, even before your mind could explain it. My beloved child. Archangel Michael says. There has been a conversation in the spiritual realm about your future that you were never meant to overhear until now. Forces of alignment have been working patiently, removing confusion, fear, and false attachments one by one. What is coming forward is not accidental, and it is not temporary. This message begins with suspense because your life is standing at the edge of revelation. A name has been sealed, guarded, and delayed until your strength matched your destiny. The shock will not come from surprise alone, but from recognition deep within your soul. You may have felt restlessness lately without understanding why. Your spirit has sensed movement before your eyes could see it. This stirring is the signal that divine timing is unfolding exactly as planned. Type Amen 333 to receive this blessing. There was a season when you asked for clarity and received silence instead. That silence was not rejection but preparation. Every unanswered moment was shaping you into someone capable of holding what is about to be revealed. The person meant for you was also being prepared, tested, and refined in their own way. Their path crossed storms you never saw, and lessons they never spoke about. What joins you is not convenience but alignment. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the bond forming is protected because it is purposeful. This is not a connection built on illusion, desire, or loneliness. It is built on recognition, growth, and divine agreement. The name you will soon hear may already exist in your life in a quiet way. It could belong to someone you underestimated, overlooked, or misunderstood. The shock will come when you realize how long destiny has been standing near you. Type Amen 444 to seal this message. There were distractions placed intentionally to keep you from rushing ahead. Some connections faded without explanation, others fell apart suddenly. Each ending cleared space for what could not enter while clutter remained. This person carries an energy that calms your inner chaos. When they come closer, confusion dissolves instead of increasing. Peace will replace anxiety in ways you cannot manufacture on your own. You were not meant to chase this connection. It is being drawn to you naturally, without force or struggle. What is aligned does not require persuasion. There will be a moment of eye contact, conversation, or memory that shifts everything. In that instant, doubt will fall silent. Your spirit will recognize before your mind reacts. Type Amen 555 and receive alignment. You have grown beyond who you once were, and that growth was necessary. The version of you from the past could not have held this connection without fear. Now you stand grounded, aware, and ready. The person meant for you respects your evolution rather than resenting it. They are not intimidated by your depth or your boundaries. Instead, they are drawn to the strength you earn through endurance. There will be no competition, no games, and no emotional confusion here. What arrives brings clarity, not questions. Security replaces uncertainty without effort. This connection will feel familiar yet new at the same time. It carries warmth instead of urgency. It flows instead of forcing. Type Amen 777 to welcome divine peace. You may wonder why the name was hidden for so long. Protection was the reason. Premature knowledge would have invited interference, doubt, or fear. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says some blessings must mature in secrecy before they can be revealed. This one required both souls to reach readiness at the same moment. That moment is now approaching. The name will surface through an unexpected channel. It may come through conversation, intuition, or sudden clarity. When it does, you will not need confirmation from anyone else. Your heart will recognize the truth instantly. The shock will be gentle, not frightening. It will feel like remembering something you once forgot. Type Amen 888 to activate divine timing. This person is not coming to complete you, because you are already whole. They are coming to walk beside you, not ahead or behind. Together, balance is formed naturally. My beloved child. There will be mutual respect without explanation. Understanding will exist even in silence. Growth will be shared instead of demanded. The connection will not drain you emotionally. Instead, it will replenish you. You will feel more like yourself, not less. Old fears about loss, abandonment, or betrayal will begin to dissolve. Trust will form slowly but steadily. Safety will replace survival. Type Amen 999 to affirm this union. There is nothing you need to do to force this moment. Your role is simply to remain open and present. Resistance delays what surrender allows. The universe has already removed what could interfere. Paths are aligning in ways unseen. Conversations are shifting quietly. Pay attention to subtle signs rather than dramatic gestures. Destiny often whispers before it speaks loudly. Awareness is your invitation. This is not about fantasy or imagination. It is about grounded connection and shared reality. Stability will be the foundation. Type Amen 111 to stay receptive. As this unfolds, you may feel emotional waves rise unexpectedly. That is old energy releasing to make room for new beginnings. Allow it without judgment. My beloved child. The person meant for you carries patience within them. They will not rush your healing or question your pace. They understand timing intuitively. Together, you will build something sustainable rather than dramatic. This connection is designed to last, not burn out. Consistency will replace intensity. You will notice your nervous system relaxing around them. Laughter will come easily. Silence will feel comfortable. Type Amen 222 to confirm divine calm. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Gratitude in any form strengthens the energy of receiving. The name will not shock because it is famous or dramatic. It will shock because it was closer than you imagined. Destiny often hides in plain sight. When realization arrives, there will be no confusion. Pieces of your past will suddenly make sense. Every delay will feel justified. Trust what unfolds naturally from here. You are not behind. You are exactly where alignment meets readiness. Type Amen 3333 to close this message with faith. What is meant for you is no longer being delayed. It is moving gently, surely, and with purpose. Remain open, grounded, and present. This message reached you because you were ready to receive it. The rest will unfold without force. Peace will guide every step forward. As this message continues, the energy around you deepens rather than fades. What was initiated in the first revelation is now settling into certainty. Nothing written here is rushed, because divine movements unfold with calm authority, not urgency. The space around your heart is being cleared gently. Old emotional weight that you carried without realizing it is loosening its grip. This clearing is necessary because what is approaching requires openness, not defense. You are no longer being tested for endurance. That season has already passed. Now you are being invited into alignment. My beloved child. Every sign you have noticed recently was intentional. Repeated thoughts, sudden memories, and unexpected calm were signals preparing you for recognition. Nothing has been random. Type Amen 1212 to continue receiving clarity. The person meant for you has also felt this shift. They may not have words for it yet, but their inner world has been stirred. Restlessness has followed them too, urging them forward. Their heart has carried your energy longer than you know. Even during silence or distance, something kept pulling them back to you energetically. That pull was not attachment, but alignment. This connection has survived time without communication because it was never dependent on circumstances. It was sustained by purpose. That is why it never fully disappeared. When reconnection or realization happens, it will feel natural rather than dramatic. Calm certainty will replace overthinking. Peace will guide the interaction. Type Amen 1414 to strengthen this bond. You are being reminded now that you do not need to impress, prove, or perform. Your authenticity is the invitation. What is meant for you responds to truth, not masks. My beloved child. The person meant for you is drawn to your sincerity. They value depth more than appearances. Your presence alone carries what they need. There will be a shared understanding that words cannot fully explain. Mutual respect will form effortlessly. Trust will grow without force. This connection will not demand that you shrink or overextend. It will meet you exactly where you are. Growth will happen side by side. Type Amen 1616 to remain grounded. There were moments when you questioned your worth because things did not unfold as expected. Those doubts were never truth. They were shadows passing through, not reflections of you. Now you are stepping into a phase where affirmation comes through experience rather than reassurance. Actions will replace promises. Consistency will replace uncertainty. My beloved child. The name that will soon become clear carries stability. It brings reassurance without needing to announce it. You will feel safe without explanation. This safety is not controlling or possessive. It is steady, respectful, and secure. It allows you to breathe fully. Type Amen 1818 to welcome stability. As destiny moves closer, you may feel moments of emotional release. Tears without sadness, relief without reason, calm without explanation. These are signs of alignment. Your intuition will sharpen during this time. Trust it. It will guide you gently, not loudly. You will notice that resistance fades naturally. What once felt complicated will become simple. Clarity will replace confusion without effort. This connection does not arrive to disrupt your life, but to complement it. Balance will be restored where imbalance once existed. Type Amen 2020 to stay aligned. The continuation of this message confirms one thing clearly. You are not imagining this shift. Something real is forming, moving, and aligning in your favor. Remain present. Remain open. The next signs will be unmistakable. My beloved child. Destiny is no longer approaching slowly. It is now within reach, unfolding quietly, powerfully, and with purpose. As this continuation unfolds, the energy surrounding your life grows more focused. What once felt scattered is now aligning into a single direction. This phase is not loud, but it is powerful, because certainty has replaced waiting. You may notice that distractions are losing their grip on you. Things that once consumed your thoughts no longer demand attention. This is not loss, it is clarity settling in. Your spirit is narrowing its focus toward what truly matters. That narrowing is intentional and protective. It ensures you recognize what is meant for you when it appears. Type Amen 2626 to remain protected. The person connected to your destiny is moving through realizations of their own. Pieces of their past are falling into place. They are understanding why certain doors closed and why others never opened. This understanding is preparing them to approach you with maturity rather than confusion. They are no longer running from what they feel. Acceptance is replacing resistance. My beloved child. Their energy is shifting closer to yours naturally. Even without physical movement, alignment is happening internally. This is why you may feel them emotionally before they appear in your reality. When contact happens, it will not feel forced or awkward. Comfort will arrive immediately. Familiarity will rise without explanation. Type Amen 2828 to welcome reunion energy. You are entering a phase where your emotional boundaries are respected. No one will cross them without care. This connection understands your limits intuitively. There will be patience where others rushed you. There will be listening where others assumed. This difference will stand out clearly. You will not feel the need to explain your past. It will be understood through your presence. Compassion will replace judgment. This is the kind of connection that allows healing simply by existing. Nothing needs to be fixed aggressively. Wholeness unfolds naturally. Type Amen 3030 to affirm emotional safety. My beloved child. Your confidence will grow quietly during this time. Not the kind that seeks validation, but the kind that rests comfortably within. You will know what you deserve without needing to announce it. The person meant for you sees your strength clearly. They do not try to compete with it or control it. They admire it with sincerity. Together, communication will feel balanced. No one dominates the space. Mutual respect guides every interaction. This balance is what makes the connection sustainable. It does not drain or overwhelm. It supports and stabilizes. Type Amen 3232 to anchor balance. As the name becomes clearer, there may be a moment of disbelief. Not because it feels wrong, but because it feels too aligned to be coincidence. That moment will pass quickly. Recognition will replace disbelief. Calm certainty will follow. You will feel grounded rather than swept away. There will be no need to rush decisions. Time will move naturally. Each step will feel right without pressure. This unfolding respects both your past and your future. Nothing is erased. Everything finds its place. Type Amen 3434 to trust divine flow. This phase is about embodiment rather than expectation. You are not waiting anymore. You are becoming present with what is arriving. The connection forming is rooted in reality, not fantasy. It will show up through consistency, respect, and shared effort. You are not being asked to sacrifice yourself for this bond. You are being invited to share yourself fully, without fear. Understand this clearly. What is meant for you is no longer distant. It is aligning with your life step by step, calmly, steadily, and with purpose. This final continuation carries a calmer energy because arrival has replaced anticipation. What once lived only in the unseen is now stepping into form. Nothing dramatic is required, because truth stands firmly without announcement. You may notice that your emotions feel steadier than before. The inner urgency you once carried has softened. This is a sign that your spirit recognizes safety ahead. Peace is settling into places where tension once lived. This peace is not temporary comfort, it is confirmation. Alignment always brings stillness before movement. Type Amen 3636 to anchor divine peace. The connection meant for you will reveal itself through consistency rather than intensity. Small actions will speak louder than grand gestures. Reliability will replace uncertainty. There will be no confusion about intentions. Words and actions will match naturally. Trust will grow without effort or fear. You will feel seen without needing to explain yourself. Your presence alone will be understood. This recognition will feel grounding rather than overwhelming. The bond forming is not here to rewrite your past, but to honor it. Everything you endured prepared you to receive this with wisdom. Type Amen 3838 to confirm clarity. As this alignment settles, you may notice your priorities shifting gently. What once mattered deeply may fade quietly. What truly matters will rise without force. Your energy will feel more protected. You will no longer tolerate confusion disguised as connection. Discernment will guide you naturally. The person meant for you respects this discernment. They do not test boundaries. They honor them instinctively. Together, you will create space for growth rather than restriction. Freedom and commitment will coexist peacefully. Type Amen 4040 to welcome harmony. There will be moments of quiet gratitude that surprise you. Appreciation without reason. Contentment without explanation. These moments are signs of alignment settling fully. Your nervous system will recognize safety. Your mind will rest more easily. Your heart will feel lighter. This connection does not take energy from you. It restores it. You will feel replenished rather than depleted. Love in this form feels steady, not chaotic. It strengthens rather than distracts. Type Amen 4242 to seal emotional stability. As the name becomes fully known, it will feel natural rather than shocking now. The shock was only at first glance. Understanding has replaced surprise. You will realize that destiny was not late. It was precise. Every delay served a purpose. There will be gratitude for what did not work out before. Clarity will replace regret. Acceptance will replace questioning. You are stepping into a chapter that does not require struggle to prove its worth. It stands firmly on truth. Type Amen 4444 to affirm divine completion. This message completes its purpose now. Not because the journey ends, but because it begins in reality rather than words. Remain open. Remain grounded. What is meant for you is already moving beside you. Peace will guide the next steps. Alignment will sustain what unfolds. Nothing meant for you will miss you. This continuation arrives with a sense of completion rather than conclusion. What has aligned is no longer fragile or uncertain. It is steady, rooted, and capable of growing without resistance. You may notice that your inner dialogue has softened. The constant need to anticipate outcomes is fading. Trust has begun to replace vigilance. This is the stage where life feels less heavy. Not because challenges disappear, but because you no longer face them alone energetically. Support surrounds you quietly. Type Amen 4545 to remain centered. The connection meant for you does not demand constant attention to survive. It exists comfortably in balance. Space strengthens it rather than weakening it. There will be mutual understanding around independence. Time apart will not create fear. It will create appreciation. You will notice how easily cooperation forms. Decisions feel shared rather than negotiated. Compromise feels natural rather than forced. This ease is not coincidence. It is the result of alignment that respects individuality while honoring unity. Type Amen 4646 to affirm balance. As days move forward, reassurance will come through actions. Reliability will become a pattern. You will feel supported without asking. The person meant for you values presence over performance. They are not impressed by masks. They are drawn to truth. You will feel encouraged to be fully yourself. There is no pressure to adjust your nature. Acceptance exists without conditions. This environment allows healing to continue naturally. Growth happens without fear of loss. Type Amen 4747 to welcome security. Your intuition will continue guiding you clearly. Doubt will no longer dominate your thoughts. Inner knowing will speak calmly and consistently. You will recognize when to speak and when to remain silent. Wisdom will guide interactions gently. Peace will shape communication. The bond forming respects timing. Nothing is rushed. Nothing is withheld. Everything unfolds when readiness meets opportunity. This patience is what protects the connection long term. It allows trust to deepen naturally. Type Amen 4848 to strengthen trust. You may reflect on your past and realize how much you have changed. Not hardened, but refined. Not closed, but discerning. Every lesson shaped your ability to recognize alignment now. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was accidental. Gratitude will arise for your resilience. Appreciation will replace regret. Understanding will soften old memories. This clarity frees you to move forward without emotional baggage. Type Amen 4949 to release the past. As this final continuation settles, remember this truth. Destiny did not rush you, and it did not forget you. It waited until you were ready to walk without fear. What is meant for you remains steady because it is real. It does not fade when attention shifts. It grows with time. You are now living inside the alignment that once felt distant. Peace is your confirmation. Stability is your sign. Remain present. Remain open. What has arrived is meant to stay.